Welcome to the Inner Healing Podcast. I'm your host, Jazz Ashby, and this is a space dedicated to the journey of coming back to yourself. This podcast is dedicated to my mother, Patricia Renteria, and to all of the women who have carried the weight of the world, the single mothers, the eldest daughters, the ones raising their children on their own, and the former family managers. This show was made with you in mind. This is where I heal. This is where I share my tips on grounding, reclaiming your confidence, and pushing through life seasons with both tenacity and grace. Let's get in today's episode. Hey, my beautifuls. How are y'all? How are y'all feeling today? I hope this podcast episode reaches you well. I am in good spirits. I sound energized. I am up and at it. And I am here to share some gems with you all. Now, before I go in, just some housekeeping. Know that I'm always transparent. Know that I'm always honest. Know that I am unfiltered. And I don't like to go back and edit my episodes at all. I edit when I'm adding the music to it, but that's as far as what I've been doing thus far. In the beginning, as you guys know, I attempted the video portion of it, and that was just way too much, way above my pay grade. And I prefer these intimate conversations, although I do like a camera here and there, but I'm working with what I got. Last week, the week prior, I had shared with you guys that my little one was sick while I was recording. Well, I then got hit with it, and I got hit bad. I had not been sick like that. As a matter of fact, I rarely get sick, but when I do get sick, if it's like a viral infection, flu, whatever have you, it hits me and it knocks me upside my ass big time. And I was down for about 4 or 5 days, drinking liquids. It was just so bad. And then right when I started to get better, boom, I get hit with bronchitis. Yeah, I was knocked the fuck out. It was really, really bad. Delirious, all of that. I lost some weight because I didn't eat for those 4 or 5 days. And then later on, I was like, why am I breathing this way? And I went to the urgent care, and they were like, girl, you got bronchitis. I'm like, what? So I'm glad that I went and I paid attention to my body and didn't ignore it, because I did follow what the normal protocol would be when you go to the doctor. Drink lots of fluid, take Motrin, Tylenol, etc., get some rest, etc. And do you know what my question was when I saw the provider? Hey, when can I go back to the gym? And she was like, don't stop. As a matter of fact, I welcome it. Open up those lungs. So I said, say less, doc, literally. And I got my behind in the gym 2 days later, but I started off easy and I did cardio because what did she say? Open up those lungs. So I got my behind on the treadmill for about 15 minutes, and then I did the Stairmaster for 10 minutes. And then I went on about my day because I had a short window, but I wanted to make sure that I got my cardio going, open up those lungs, and just eased into the gym. And then the next day, you guys already know how that goes. Back to the regular scheduled program. So anyway, this episode is on being prepared. And I feel it in my spirit that I have to share this message. And this episode is not going to be long. I know that I always say that and I'll go on for 30 minutes, but really and truly, no, I'm going to stick to the message. I want to hold your attention to what it is that I have to share, what I have in my spirit to share with you all. So, God said be prepared. A lot of us have prayed for some things this year, and we've allowed outside distractions to set us back. We've found ourselves, matter of fact, let me speak from my point of view. No, let me speak from the general collective. You often find yourself, I'm stagnant. I don't know what am I doing? What am I not seeing? What am I missing? God, talk to me, speak to me. But all of the signs are there. Everything that you need to do or need to know or what steps to take are already there. We just feel like there's something else that we have to do when all of the tools that we need are right there. You prayed for a new home. Well, how does your current home look? Is it organized? Is it clean? Is it kept up as if you were in your new space? Are you giving it the love and respect that um to give it, because you're like, God, if you can bless me with the one that I have now, I know that once I get into the new home, I'm going to treat it just as good and even with a little bit more respect, because it's a new space and I'm able to bring in the new person, a new me into this new timeline of my home. Um, God, I want a new job, but you didn't get your resume fixed up, or you didn't pay for someone to fix it up. And yeah, we could use ChatGPT, but really and truly, we also know that a lot of these companies are now using the ATS systems. So you want to make sure that you invest in yourself and pay someone to create your resume that has it where it surpasses the ATS system. You got to invest in yourself. A lot of the times we try to cut corners to get to the things that we want to get to, or we want things to happen instantly, but it does not work that way, and we have to be patient. And how I got here was I was praying in my prayer room and I was talking to God and my ancestors, and I'm like, what am I not paying attention to? And I heard it loud and clear. And it was a conversation that I had months back that I was supposed to handle. And I got so distracted and caught up with the outside of what's going on, that my within is just as important. As a matter of fact, it's number one. And I also believe that's why I got sick and I was down. Like, just when I thought I was getting better, nope, I got my ass sat the fuck down. You need to rest. You need to recharge. You're doing so much, but you always have to start with you first. And it's grounding. And I got back into meditating as well. And that's how I was able to hear, but I still needed confirmation during prayer. So I encourage you all, for the things that you've prayed for and you've talked to God and asked Him to gift you, get prepared. Get prepared. Get prepared. Get prepared. I'm putting emphasis into that, because a major message that was given to me as well was, and this is what I love about God and the universe and how He guides me in this life. And when I really truly pay attention, because I'm grounded and I got my mind clear because I meditated and I'm taking care of my body and I'm going to the gym, I hear and I pay attention to those instances when Spirit is speaking to me. Womb healing, WOMB, is very important. Why? I desire a God-led relationship. My next relationship is absolutely spiritually led. And in order for me to have that, is for me to heal from past relationships. And I would say that I did, but I have to clear my womb. I have to clear my energies, because there are people from the past that want to know what's going on. What is life like for them right now, or want to pull and try to continue to siphon energy from me that doesn't belong to them. It is my power, and they will never get it back. And healing from that is breaking soul ties. Healing from that is cutting the cord. Healing from that is sitting down and intentionally sitting down with God and Spirit and visualizing the breaking and the cutting of these past relationships and traumas and disappointments. And how did I get to this space? It's very intimate and very personal. As a matter of fact, that's something that I won't share here. I'll definitely share it in my course, because I feel like that's even a deeper dive into what I am teaching. But I will say this. If the beginning of this episode, God said, be prepared, I'm telling you to do the same thing too. In order for you to be prepared for your new partner, you have to clear the old energies from the previous partners. And you could be like, oh, well, I haven't been in a relationship in 10 years. Clear it. 5 years, clear it. Last month, clear it. Last year, clear the energy. Because some people like to come back. But we've already surpassed that. No one will ever come back. I'm not allowing that. You won't allow that. Because you are of new. If you're listening to this episode, you are on this new timeline with me. Get prepared. You want to travel? Get your passport. You want patience? God is going to put you in position to learn how to practice patience. You want more money? God is going to teach you how to save. You got to listen, everything that we ask for, we also have to be prepared for what it is that's going to come with us receiving said thing. So, get prepared. And I'm going to leave you with this. And it was so funny when I heard it loud and clear today. And I was like, I got it now. Because I was like, mind boggled. My sister and I had paid for the cleaning lady that we had used back in 2024 to come back. Mind you, the last time I used her back in 2024 is because she didn't really do a good job and I ignored it. But because we've had a lot going on, we got our hair business that's growing, just a whole bunch of stuff. We're prepping for the next drop, etc., etc. And I just have life going on as usual, right? And I was like, you know what, sissy, let's just get her to come in here, let her clean so that we can, have that taken care of and moved out of the way. The first floor was done immaculately. The pantry organized to the T. Love it. Once she got to the second floor, mind you, I felt it in my spirit that she wasn't going to follow through like she did the first couple of times. And here we are wasting money. Mind you, the first floor, like I said, good. Pantry, bathrooms, everything clean. Once she got to the second floor and it was just her, it was as if no one came up here. But I already paid her at that point. I paid her for her time. She was there for about 6-7 hours. It is what it is, right? And you also get what you pay for because she's very reasonable. However, in my mind, I'm like, what? I bitched and moaned that day about my closet because I should have checked it before she left and before we paid her and tipped her. However, God said, because that wasn't for you to clean. It was for you to clean. It was for you to organize. Because a lot of the times, it's you got to clean your own essence. You got to get your own things organized, not other people. And the reason why she didn't do a good job is because she wasn't supposed to. She wasn't supposed to. And she wasn't supposed to come back either. And I'm going to leave that at that. And I'm going to learn my lesson on that right there. However, there is a list that I have, ADHD. I don't know where the list is at. I wrote a new list that has all the things that I need to take care of one by one that I love to scratch off that needs to get taken care of. I have a pile of papers that I have to shred. Got to take it to UPS, put it in that shredder, shred that shit out. I had my closet that was a mess. Mind you, when she came the first time, organized the fuck out of my closet, taught me that you hang up all your clothes. It's so much better because you get less ironing to do. Hang up every single one of your clothes. The only things that needs to be folded, socks, underwear, etc. When I went in that closet, it was as if no one went in there. And I can't be mad at myself anyway. So today, when I was praying and because I heard what God said, things are delayed or things are stagnant because you're holding yourself back. You said you were supposed to do this and you didn't do it. It's supposed to be you to clear out this energy, no one else. And here I went the fuck off on my kids yesterday because they had messed up the laundry room because I had went into the laundry room and I scrubbed the walls. I moved the dryer out. I moved the washer out, scrubbed the floors, everything. And I said, make sure this laundry room stays clean because they would go in there. They would throw their dirty clothes. They would throw tissues, papers, wrappers, all that kind of stuff. And I went in there and I cursed. I went off and I said, just like this. How do you expect for us to be in a new place this year if you can't even take care of this one? And here was God putting that same mirror up to me earlier today of me using the excuse, oh, I just got better. I'll take care of this. No. Everything in small tasks and in small moderation. Get prepared. I have other things that I prayed for. Jasmine, get prepared. So I'm sharing this message with you. Get prepared. Get prepared. Did you make your dentist appointment? Did you make your physical appointment? Did you make your gyno appointment? Did you get your mammo checked? Did you get your mammo appointment done? Did you do your oil change? All of these important things that we put to the back burner because we're busy. We're single moms. We got all of these things going. No, make the time for it to get prepared. You want a new vehicle, but you're not putting the extra money towards the principal and the interest. Y'all got my point? So I say all of this to say, get prepared. It's not God. You're not missing anything. Everything that you need to help you get to the next level is already there. It's already within. And we're stubborn too. Stop being stubborn. Allow God in. Allow God to put the right people in place to help you to get to where you need to get to. It may not be what you thought it should look like, but know that God has the final say, and to always consult your Holy Spirit, your spirit guide. Talk to the Holy Spirit. There is a hierarchy. I think I mentioned this before. Stop going to Jesus. Stop going to God for the big major thing. Go to your Holy Spirit. That is your within, and you have to ground yourself with that. Make sure that you meditate. Make sure that you have a moment to yourself in the morning before you start your day. And if everyone is up at the same time, get up 30 minutes beforehand. Make shit happen. In order for you to obtain the things that you so said desire, you have to become someone that you're not, someone that you're not accustomed to, someone that is going to push you outside of the box that you're currently in right now. Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable. And until the next episode, peace. I love y'all. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If today's episode touched your heart, don't let the journey stop here. Come join our free community at school.com/inherhealing. That's where we go deeper into prayer. We have a 40-hour reset, and you could find my monthly course. I'm only taking 10 women per month into our next cohort to ensure we really do the work together. So go fill out the questionnaire inside the community if you're ready to reclaim your power. Also, in the meantime, let's stay connected. Follow me on TikTok at In Her Healing with Jazz podcast and on Instagram at In Her Healing with Jazz for daily encouragement and behind the scenes of this healing journey.